you still gotta boss you just a bit. You know you need your best. Because looking for items that you see.
You know we'll help you out with some tactics you might need.
Welcome to a miniature episode of Ultima Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Today we are going to be doing Tactical Tuesday, and I am Kaleb Schweiss, obviously, and we're going to be going over how to get Knights of the Round in Final Fantasy VII. If you've never gotten this summon, it is amazing. It does a shitload of damage, and it also is like a 5-minute cutscene or something like that with all these knights coming down, dealing sick amounts of damage to whatever you're attacking. So first things first, you can't start getting this summon. You're not going to be able to get it until you get the airship, so you got to be most of the way through the game. I believe it's recommended to be after you take down Ultimate Weapon. So first thing you're going to do is go to the Chocobo stables and rent as many stables as you can from, what is his name? Choco Bill in that stable area. And then secondly, you're going to buy the Reagan or Curial greens. Some of them cost quite a bit, and the Reagan ones you have to buy from the Chocobo Sage in the far north part of the map, the world map, and I think the Curial ones you can just buy from Chocobo Bill. Anyway, you're going to have to equip Chocobo Lure to anyone in your party and find the Chocobo tracks near the Gold Saucer. This is your first destination. You're going to fight in battles while walking on the Chocobo tracks. That's how you run into them. Until you are attacked by a Chocobo and 2 Spencers, is what they're called. So kill the Spencers, throw the greens at the Chocobo, and the Chocobo will sit there and eat the greens. And then once you kill them, the Chocobo will come with you and will be automatically, well, you'll send him back to the stables by getting off of him. So you just exit off the Chocobo and it'll go back to the stables. And then you go to the same spot and catch another Chocobo. And they have to be, mateable, or else it'd be kind of odd. So then you travel to Mideel and do random battles while walking on the Chocobo tracks there, and then you have to be attacked by 2 Spirals and a Chocobo. Same thing, use the greens on the Chocobo, kill the enemies, and then take the Chocobo back to the stable. And then you got to do that again. You got to find another opposite gender Chocobo in that area. And then you go back to the stables where you should have 4 Chocobos, and you purchase the carob nuts, 2 of those from Chocobo Bill, and then you breed those Chocobos. And one of them should produce a green Chocobo, and then one of them should produce a blue Chocobo. And then you breed those 2, which can be a pain in the ass, because sometimes they're both males, and that doesn't work out in the Chocobo breeding. And sometimes they're both females, which is even less likely to work out. Although it has been done in Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs. Anyway, so then you go to the Icicle Inn, which is on the northern end of the world map. You fight in the battles, you fight on the tracks up in that area until you're attacked by a Chocobo and some Jumpings. And same shit, use the greens on the Chocobo, kill those guys, then send them back to the stables. And then the interesting part happens. You got to go to Goblin Island, which is on the to the north and the east, to the northeast, of the Chocobo stables. And you fight in random battles there until you're attacked by a goblin. And then you have to use the steel materia to steal a Zeo nut. And you breed the Chocobo you found near the Icicle Inn with the black Chocobo, which you got from breeding the blue and green. And that will produce a golden Chocobo, which is the ultimate Chocobo in Final Fantasy VII. And then once you get that gold Chocobo, you're going to ride it over the ocean and the mountains and whatever the fuck you want of the world until you find a small island in the top right corner of the map that is ridiculous. It's like this fucking asshole coming up out of the ground, and there's nowhere to land on it. It's covered in forest, a big old mountain. and you can't go underwater. You can't do anything with it. And then you jump up, climb the mountain like a freak with the Chocobo, and walk on in, and there is Knights of the Round Materia. So yeah, once you get that, I would recommend obviously using it to defeat the weapons, which we will talk about later. So yeah, throw that on your best growth guy and get that shit leveled up, because it is insanely high amounts of AP to level up. Well, this has been a Tactical Tuesday with your host, Kaleb Schweiss. Enjoy, and go grab that summon.
This has been another production of Ultima Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy Podcast. The show was produced by Joseph DeGaulier and Kaleb Schweiss, with music and editing by Joseph DeGaulier, parodies and clips from their respective authors, of course. You can get all of our episodes as well as our Let's Plays at ultimafinalfantasy.com. You can also contact us on Twitter at UFF Podcast, as well as our contact page on our website. Be sure to subscribe and review our podcast. Your reviews may get read on the show, and look forward to the next episode of Ultima Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy Podcast.